Looks like someone's ready to unlock the secrets to wealth creation. You've given us excerpts from The Millionaire Master Plan by Roger James Hamilton, and we're diving deep into that for you.
It's not just tips and tricks, his book. It's more like a whole framework to understand the wealth creation journey.
Ah, so this is where his idea of the Wealth Lighthouse comes in.
Exactly. It breaks down the path to wealth into levels. It's almost like a roadmap with three sections. He calls them prisms: foundation, enterprise, and then alchemy.
Okay, break those down for us a bit. What do they mean?
So foundation, that's mastering your personal finances, budgeting, saving, managing debt, that sort of thing. Then once you've got that solid base, you move into the enterprise prism. That's all about building businesses that can really generate wealth, sustainable ones. And then things get interesting. The alchemy prism. It's not just about businesses anymore, but shaping industries, leaving a real impact on the world.
Wow, that's quite the progression. Not just getting rich, but using it to make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And within each prism, he has specific levels, 9 in total. He says knowing your current level and your goal level, that's key for making your own roadmap to success.
Like figuring out where you are on a map, then plotting the route to where you want to be.
Exactly. And get this, he tailors his advice to different personality types. Geniuses, he calls them.
Oh, this is where it gets fun. The four geniuses: dynamo, blaze, tempo, and steel. It's like personality tests, but for making money.
It's a bit deeper than personality, though. It's about how your natural strengths and weaknesses affect how you handle business and money.
So a quick rundown on these geniuses. What are they all about?
All right, the dynamo. All about innovation, big ideas. The visionary's always pushing limits. They might struggle with details, though, or following through on every idea.
Haha, I know a few people like that. Big dreamers, but they need help to make it real. What about the blaze?
The blaze is the master connector, networker, loves social situations, building relationships, but they can have trouble focusing on one thing, not spreading themselves too thin.
Oh yeah, the classic too many things at once problem.
Exactly. Then you have the tempo, all about reliable, high-quality service, dependable, detail-oriented, but they might not love change or new ideas if it messes with their routines.
So they're the rock, the steady force.
Precisely. And lastly, the steel. Systems and analysis are their thing, making things efficient, crunching numbers. But they might not be the best at networking or those social situations.
So each one has their strength, but also their weakness. I'm already seeing how knowing these types could be useful, even just for understanding your own team.
Absolutely. He goes even further, though. He talks about a losing formula for each one, the behaviors that can sabotage them.
Oh, like knowing what pitfalls to avoid.
Exactly. Like the dynamos always needing to innovate. Could mean they jump between projects, never finishing anything. Or the blaze overcommitting to too many relationships. Their energy gets scattered. They don't reach their potential.
This is fascinating, like a secret code to understand yourself and the people you work with.
And it doesn't matter what level you're at on the Wealth Lighthouse or your genius type, he says there are 3 steps to always move upwards. Create that success spiral.
I'm all ears. Tell me the secrets.
First one, measure your money. Sounds basic, but it's more than budgeting. It's about truly knowing your finances. Analyze where your money went last month. Where did it actually go?
I bet that'd be eye-opening for a lot of people. You think you know, but then you track every dollar and surprises.
Exactly. Step 2 is commit to conduct. Imagine you're at a party, but instead of guests, it's your routines, your workspace, even the people you're around all the time.
Whoa, that's a visual. It's like your life is the party, gotta be picky who you invite.
Exactly. This step's about making choices to design your environment so it helps your goals, not hurts them. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who are driven and support you.
So creating an environment that helps your money grow, not one that drains you, holds you back.
Exactly. And the last step, do your duty. Might sound, I don't know, kind of philosophical, but it's very practical.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
It's aligning your actions with a purpose bigger than just getting rich.
Mm.
Let's say you're working on a project. Not only does it make you money, but it also benefits your community in a real way.
So, like finding that sweet spot where your money goals meet your values, your desire to make a good impact.
You got it. Think about how that affects your motivation. When your work feels meaningful, tied to your values, it's way more fulfilling, energizing.
I'm getting inspired just hearing this. These steps, measure your money, commit to conduct, and do your duty, they're like a whole new way to think about building wealth. Intentional, holistic.
Absolutely. And these apply no matter where you are on that Wealth Lighthouse, even at the very bottom, which he calls the infrared level.
Okay, let's talk about infrared. It's like the starting point, right? Yeah. Struggling financially, stressed out, feeling buried by debt.
Right. He's pretty upfront about how tough being infrared can be emotionally. It's like you're stuck on a treadmill, just trying to keep up with bills, never getting ahead.
So it's not just the money, it's the feeling too.
Exactly. And he's got some advice for breaking free from that trap. First thing, make becoming cash flow positive the priority, even if it's just a little bit. It's about taking back control, proving you can create a surplus no matter how small. He also says, find people who are already successful, learn from them. Maybe a mentor, a group, even just reading books or listening to podcasts about this stuff.
Yeah, like finding a guide, a Sherpa to get you through that tough terrain.
Exactly. And the third thing, focus on helping others. It could be through work, volunteering, and even just being a good friend or family member.
So it's like shifting from what can I get to what can I give, from scarcity to abundance.
Right. That change in mindset, it can be powerful, attracting opportunities, building relationships, even just making life more fulfilling overall.
Okay, so let's say you've done those things, you're out of that infrared trap, you're making more money than you're spending, you're at the red level, as he calls it. What's different there? What are the challenges?
At red level, you're surviving, but you're still relying on others for income. Could be a job, freelance work, or even a small business. But you're the main moneymaker.
So you're more stable, but not truly independent yet.
Right. And here's where your genius type really matters. Each one has different strengths and struggles at this red level.
Okay, so let's break it down genius by genius. What does he suggest for each one at this stage?
Well, for the dynamo, it's all about finding their flow. Remember, big ideas, always innovating. This is when they need to experiment, try things out, see what really gets them excited and what people actually want.
Like giving themselves permission to play, explore, figure out what lights them up.
Exactly. And he says, connect with other people who are already in flow, who are passionate about similar things. Find that synergy, that spark that comes from working with people who get you.
It's not about doing it all alone, right? It's about finding your tribe, building something great together.
Now, for the Blaze, red level is all about using that awesome network they have, those relationships. Time to connect the dots, introduce people, create win-win situations.
So like the ultimate matchmaker, bringing people together and making things happen.
Exactly. And he's clear. Blazes shouldn't be afraid to ask for help, advice, from their network. It's not using people, it's realizing everyone's got something to offer. And by sharing, we all do better.
I love that collaborative spirit. Not competing, but co-creating.
Now, the tempo. Red level's about proving they're reliable, give amazing service. Remember, detail-oriented, dependable. Time to show that off, go the extra mile, build a reputation that speaks for itself.
Become the go-to person, the one who always delivers.
Exactly. And he suggests they work on systems, processes, so they're consistent, high quality, checklists, documenting how they do things, even tools or software to streamline their work.
So build that base of efficiency and reliability, then they can grow from there.
Right. And finally, the steal. Red level's about using those analytical skills to offer insights, solutions. Love crunching numbers. Time to share that data, help people make better decisions, become the expert.
Step out of that comfort zone, share the knowledge, let that brain power shine.
Precisely. He says steals should find the big players in their field, connect with them, offer their services, show how their analysis can help those people reach their goals.
It's like becoming the secret weapon, the data guru every entrepreneur needs.
Exactly. As they get known, build that track record, they can charge more, get even better opportunities.
This is great, how he tailors the advice for each one. Not one size fits all, but using your unique strengths to win.
And one thing he says that's really important at red level, no matter what your genius is balancing Clark Kent time and Superman time.
Okay, I remember that, but I wasn't sure what he meant exactly. Can you explain it?
Think of it like this. You're Clark Kent, working at the Daily Planet. Stable job, pays the bills, that's Clark Kent time. But in your free time, you're Superman, right? Saving the world, that's Superman time. Working on your own thing, passions, building skills, creating something amazing.
Using the safety of the day job to fuel those entrepreneurial dreams.
Exactly. He says this can be super powerful. Take risks, experiment, build your thing on the side without putting all your eggs in one basket.
Like a safety net while you're learning to fly.
Right. And as that Superman side grows, you slowly shift from Clark Kent to full Superman, employee to entrepreneur, dependent to independent.
Love that analogy. Really motivating.
And once you've got that balance down, you're ready for the next level, yellow level.
Okay, yellow level. This is where things get exciting, right?
Yeah.
Not relying on others anymore, creating your own flow, building your empire. But he talks about a trap here, the octopus effect.
Ah, yes. The octopus effect. Pretty vivid, isn't it? Imagine an octopus, all its arms wrapped around every part of his business, trying to control it all, do it all itself. Ends up tired, overwhelmed.
I can see how that happens to entrepreneurs, especially at the start when they're doing everything themselves.
It does. And he's clear. The octopus effect drains you, can actually slow you down. It stops you from growing the business, delegating, focusing on what you're best at.
It's like that saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Exactly. That's what Green Level's about. Building a business that can thrive without you doing it all. Escaping those octopus arms. Creating a system that works even when you're not there controlling every little thing.
So building a business that's bigger than you has its own life, its own momentum.
Exactly. He gives 3 ways to do this. First, get clear on your vision and brand.
So defining what you stand for, what makes you different, what you offer to the world.
Exactly. And it's got to be more attractive than just you personally. Like building a magnet, draws people in, creates excitement, loyalty.
It's not just about you anymore. It's about something bigger, with its own pull, its own energy.
Second, refine your rhythm. He means make systems and processes so your business runs smooth, even when you're not watching every second.
Like a well-oiled machine, all the parts working together smoothly.
Exactly. This could be writing things down, checklists, investing in tools that do things automatically, or even just clear communication so everyone's on the same page.
Take what's in your head, make it a system anyone can follow.
And third, synchronize your steps. This is about the team, getting the right people, each bringing their unique talents.
It's like assembling the Avengers for your business.
Exactly. And he says diversity is key. Remember those geniuses. Imagine having a dynamo for ideas, a blaze for connections, a tempo for reliability, and a steel for systems.
Wow, that's a powerhouse team.
It is. And by making sure everyone's working together seamlessly, you achieve way more than you could alone.
I'm seeing how these 3 things, the vision, the smooth operation, the right team, that's how you escape that octopus effect. Build something successful and sustainable.
And when you nail those principles at Green Level, you're ready for Blue Level. You become the conductor, orchestrating multiple streams of income, creating true financial freedom.
Okay, blue level sounds amazing. What's a blue conductor like?
They're not in the day-to-day anymore. They've built systems, teams that let them step back, see the big picture, create and manage multiple ways of making money.
Like a conductor leading the orchestra, making sure every instrument is playing beautifully together.
Exactly. And they know real wealth isn't just a big paycheck. It's building assets that make money for you and go up in value over time.
Thinking like an investor, not just a business owner.
Precisely. They've mastered delegating, too. Finding the right people using their strengths, building teams that make the vision happen without them needing to watch every move.
So they've built a business that basically runs itself, even if they're not there micromanaging.
Right. That freedom lets them do what they love, travel, spend time with family, make a difference in the world.
Sounds like the ultimate goal, the top of the mountain for wealth creation.
For many, it is. But, he says, for people driven by a deeper purpose, there's something beyond Blue Conductor. The alchemy prism.
Okay, we touched on the alchemy prism before, but I'm still a bit hazy on it. What's it actually like, operating at that level?
It's like this. The alchemy prism is where you're not just building businesses, you're shaping whole industries, impacting society. It's the realm of the indigo trustee, the violet composer, and the ultraviolet legend.
Wow, those are some titles. A bit intimidating, if I'm honest. Can you break those down a little?
Sure. So the indigo trustee, it's all about using trust to make a positive impact. Imagine you've got a successful business, people respect you, admire you, and you're known for being honest, genuine.
So you're like a trusted advisor, thought leader, someone people actually listen to.
Exactly. And the indigo trustee uses that trust to support causes they believe in, mentor others, make a difference beyond just business.
Using your position, your influence to create positive change that spreads outwards.
Right. And the violet composer, they go even further. Not just influencing people, but shaping entire industries, creating systems that benefit everyone.
Like architects of a new way of doing things, designing a better future for everyone.
Exactly. And as for the ultraviolet legend, they're in a league of their own. They've achieved such massive success and impact, it's almost mythical. They become symbols of their time, their names representing innovation, leadership, philanthropy.
It's like they've gone beyond being normal people. They're legends in their own time.
Exactly. And while most of us might not get to that level, it's still inspiring to realize wealth creation can be about way more than just personal gain.
Okay, I'm definitely shifting how I see things. It's like realizing the game is bigger than we thought.
Right. He makes the point that even if you're not a billionaire philanthropist, you can still bring those ideas of purpose and impact into how you build wealth. Ask yourself, how can I use my skills, my resources to make a difference, even in small ways?
So not waiting till you're super rich to make an impact, you can start right now, wherever you are on that Wealth Lighthouse.
Absolutely. That's what I like about his approach. He gives you the practical tools and the inspiration to create wealth and a meaningful life.
Yeah, it's like that whole conscious capitalism thing, isn't it? Where businesses aren't just about profit, but also about doing good for everyone involved.
Exactly. It's about realizing we're all connected and what we do affects the world around us.
So practically speaking, how can people bring that sense of purpose into how they build wealth?
Well, it starts with some soul searching, doesn't it? Asking yourself, what are you really passionate about? What are those problems you see that you'd love to solve? What talents do you have that could make a difference?
So lining up your money goals with your values, the things that light you up.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be huge, saving the world kind of stuff. It could be supporting local businesses, volunteering for a cause you care about, even just being more thoughtful about what you buy.
That's a good point, I think. We often think we got to be rich and successful first, then we can make a difference. But really, we can all start now, wherever we are.
Absolutely. In fact, I think having that sense of purpose can actually help you build wealth faster.
Oh, really? How so?
Think about it. When you're passionate, when you're working towards something bigger than yourself, it gives you energy, drive.
It's not just about the paycheck then, it's about making a real impact.
And that's powerful stuff. It helps you overcome challenges, see opportunities, and achieve more than you thought you could.
Makes sense. It's like that saying, the universe helps those who follow their bliss or something.
Exactly. Hamilton talks about that too. He calls it following your flow.
Ah, right. It's about being tuned in to those opportunities that fit you perfectly, using your strengths, following your passions,
And trusting that the right path will show up as you go along.
surrendering to the process, believing you're being guided towards what's best for you.
And that's where those quantum leaps we talked about come in, remember? Those sudden insights, breakthroughs that push you forward.
It's cool how he brings those ideas into a framework for building wealth, isn't it?
He gets that real abundance goes beyond just money.
It's about getting your mind, body, and spirit all working together, creating a life that's fulfilling in every way.
Exactly. And one thing I like about this book is that it actually gives you practical ways to do that.
Yeah, those 8 questions he suggests you ask yourself every morning, those were great.
Powerful questions, those are.
Remind us what they were again.
Sure. What am I grateful for? What am I excited about? What did I learn yesterday? How am I feeling? What's my intention for today? What do I wish for? What's my focus? And why am I here?
Just taking a few minutes to think about those each morning can help you stay focused, grounded, on the right track.
It's like setting your inner compass, so you're always heading in the right direction.
Love that analogy. It reminds us that building wealth isn't just about the end goal, it's the whole journey.
It's a constant process, growing, evolving, expanding who you are.
Well, we've covered a ton today, from the basics of building wealth to those higher levels of purpose and impact.
It's been a fascinating exploration.
I hope our listeners feeling as pumped up and inspired as I am.
I'm sure they are.
But before we go, I want to encourage everyone to check out the Millionaire Master Plan themselves.
It's a book that can really change your life if you're open to what it has to teach.
And remember, building wealth isn't a solo mission.
Find your tribe, those who support you, mentors to guide you, communities where you can learn and grow together.
Couldn't agree more. And on that note, this wraps up our deep dive into the Millionaire Master Plan.
It's been great diving in with you.
Thanks for joining us, and keep following your flow towards a life filled with abundance and purpose.
Did you get any of that?